Hi, I'm Kanisha. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to talk about Sense8 Season 2, Episode 1. This episode was really fucking long. It was not a welcome surprise for me. I don't mind when a new season has like a part 1 and a part 2, but there's a clear break in between them. There's like a roll credits and the whole shebang. So that doesn't bother me, but to kind of slap 2 episodes together, and honestly, it did feel like one whole complete episode to me. It didn't feel like 2 episodes that just got cut together. So 2-hour season premiere, I'm not a fan of. I just don't think that amount of time is necessary. And I guess because it's Netflix, I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want. There's no commercial breaks or limitations or anything like that as far as time slots and all that stuff. So I mean, I guess I felt like 2 hours was unnecessary, so I wasn't happy about that at all. But let's move on to the actual episode. So Will's a crackhead now. Did not see that coming. It makes sense that he would make this turn because that's exactly what Angelica did. He did exactly what Angelica did to hide from Whispers. It's sad. It's sad that it's come to this. It's sad that this is necessary. And the cluster that we're following, they all assume that they are being hunted and will be killed by Whisper. So you gotta do what you gotta do. And they all want to survive. It's just, man, this really sucks. And Whispers is like turning the screws, of course. He visits Will's dad, and just being an awful human being, I think. Or maybe it's not fair to call him a human being since he's a Sense8, but he's being an awful person. And I can't wait to find out what it is, or what's the motivation behind Whispers finding and supposedly killing all the other Sense8s. Like, I don't understand why. If he's a Sense8, why would he want to hunt down the rest of his kind? I don't understand. And I'm looking forward to that explanation if there is one. Like, could it be money? Is it he enjoys it? Like it's a challenge kind of thing? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on with him, and he's like pretending to be a family man or something when when Will and Jonas are, I guess, visiting him. So that's all confusing to me. I'm looking forward to an answer or some something. I hope we get something, because it doesn't make sense. But I'm sad for Will. I mean, on the bright side, he does have Riley that's with him all the time, and they can kind of share in this misery together. So at least they have each other. And this feels like it's part of Will's savior complex that was talked about at the beginning of the previous episode. I guess he feels like he has to help everyone, and that's kind of what he's doing now. He went to go rescue Riley. I mean, that was like love was involved, so I don't know if the savior complex really counts for that. Maybe it does, but he went to go rescue Riley, and now he's saving the rest of his cluster from Whispers. I feel like this does play into the savior complex complex that was mentioned in the other previous episodes. So that's kind of, it's very interesting to me how that has manifested in these last few episodes. I mean, of course, there's the fact that he became a cop, and I don't know what the deal is with Sarah Petrell and how Will was involved in either her disappearance or the search for her. I mean, he was a kid, so I don't think he could do much, even though he was able to see her. So yeah, the savior complex has manifested in the fact that he's a cop, and he went on to rescue Riley. The Sarah Petrell stuff happened too. And I guess I'm supposed to believe, or, I mean, it's been hinted at, actually, that Will maybe feels responsible for helping his dad out with his substance abuse. You know, the scene at the end when Will makes the phone call to his dad, that hurt to see. Because I think Will is torn between who to help. He wants to help his dad and be with his dad and, like, take care of his dad, but also he can't just be roaming free anymore because of Whispers and because of, like, what he is. So I do feel really bad for Will and this, like, turn of events for him. At least he has Riley, and he has the other Sense8s too, but at least Riley is physically with him and he's not in Sun's position where she is in prison and kind of all alone. So he's got that going for him, and I'm looking forward to see. I expect that Whispers will find him, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out. I always love seeing Angelica. I did get an explanation this time from Jonas that I guess because Angelica birthed Will and the rest of the cluster, they have a connection, or there was like a passing on of memories or experiences or something like that. I don't remember the quote exactly, but something like that. So that kinda explains to me why they have been seeing her. I still feel like that explanation isn't enough. Okay, the way that I interpreted what Jonas explained to Will, it was that there's like remnants of Angelica lingering inside of the cluster. I didn't feel like it was a complete consciousness that that everyone in the cluster can also like tap into or to speak to. Like, I imagine that in the case that the Sense8s are in a situation similar to whatever Angelica experienced, then she could be present because of the similarities. But I'm a little confused because the scene where Sun was already in prison and she was, I guess, thinking about her mom, but also speaking with Angelica. And it felt to me like Angelica was talking to her. So all of that kind of brings into question, to me, what's actually happening with Angelica. And I'm not sure that Jonas's explanation to Will fully covers what was going on in that scene previously. So I'm still... I don't know what it is. I just don't know that I can fully believe the show yet. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I have trust issues, but I just don't think that scene fits the explanation that Jonas gave. So I'm always going to go back to that and think, was that really Angelica? Is she somehow alive some way? Is there like a copy of her consciousness that exists somehow? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. But I just feel like maybe it's not that simple. I don't know. I wish we would see more of her. I like seeing her. I'm still hoping that she can give the Sense8 some explanation about what is happening. Why are they being hunted? Why did she decide to join BPO and like make clusters and find them to find other Sense8s, all that stuff? It maybe, I mean, all of that is really interesting to me, and I would love to know why. But the show feels like they're just going to focus on this cluster and the like fallout, I guess, from what Angelica and Jonas have done. So, I don't know. It might not matter whether or not Angelica is in any other episodes. I want her to. I just feel like Angelica has the chance to give answers. And I don't know that Jonas is going to fill in that role that I want. He's been talking to Will, but that's not the only one. He has really not said anything to Nomi, really. So that's weird. I don't know why. Well, she kind of passed out when she saw him, so maybe that's why. Fair enough if that's the case. But yeah, Jonas has just been talking to Will about what they are. I don't know. I just want more information. And I feel like Angelica could give more than Jonas. Especially since in that very first episode, she is the one that visited all of them. Like the very first time, I guess when they were born or whatever. But she was the one that was there, not Jonas. And I would like her to be around more. I wonder how far Sun's brother is gonna take this. Sending assassins into the prison is a lot. It feels like a lot. Maybe, I was gonna say maybe it's common, but that can't be true. I just feel like that can't be true. But I don't know if it's bold or stupid. Maybe it's both. But I just wonder what's the plan here. Because she's going to get out of prison and he's going to regret everything whenever she gets her hands on him. And I've been trying to figure out this whole time, like all of season, well, not all, but most of season 1, when this embezzling or whatever it is with the family company was happening. I just felt like there's no way she's going to be in prison this whole season, not the whole show. I just didn't think it was possible, but here we are, still in prison, and her brother is kind of forcing her to stay there. I mean, she can leave when she wants and visit her Sense8 siblings. So it's not as bad. But the whole situation sucks. Her brother murdered their dad, so there's not a lot of silver linings and bright sides here. I can't believe this is still happening. I'm surprised that we're still here. She's still in prison. I don't know what it's gonna take for me to believe that she's not gonna escape. I still want to hold on to the thought that maybe she can get away. That feels less and less likely with every episode that passes. So, man, she might just be stuck in there, and God, that sucks. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's next. Sun beat the hell out of all of those assassin guys in the prison. So what's next for her brother? I think I'm gonna keep this short. But yeah, Colin Rajan, I hate it. I wish it wasn't happening. I wish they weren't married. I don't care about that relationship because Colin does not care about that relationship. I kind of understand why Wolfgang told her to stay away from him and marry Rajan. It's like I get it and I don't get it. I don't care about Colin Rajan, and I'm not gonna like any of those scenes, probably. But it is confusing to me that Wolfgang would kind of go on this rampage to kill everyone that might be in the way of his happiness or his, like, peace. And then he goes on to say, like, he doesn't want to be with Kala. And you did the rampage, you killed everyone. Everyone you love is safe. Felix is safe. And now you just want to be miserable and alone. I don't get it. And he doesn't want to be like the kingpin or whatever, and like claim the territory that his uncle owned. I don't get it. It's super confusing to me why he'd do that, and I hate it, and I hate that him and Kala like aren't gonna be together. The scenes with them, like the snowball fight was cute. The underwater stuff I thought was cute. But the like wedding night stuff was cringy. It was cringy and it was tough for me because they want to be together but are stopping themselves for reasons I don't understand. I hated this all around for Kala and for Wolfgang, so that was awful. And I hope there's some kind of change of heart eventually. I don't know. Maybe it's like Sun in the prison escape. I'm just probably not going to get what I want, so I might have to deal with that. And just understand that I'm just gonna be miserable watching Wolfgang and Kala. Just like it sucks watching Sun in prison. So, great for me. It also sucks to see LHD and the fallout of the pictures getting plastered all over the internet. I commend Hernando for his response in the lecture, because that was a very trying time, and he handled that with so much grace and like wisdom, and I feel like the right amount of sass as a professor, like dealing with a student. So A+ response during that scene. And it really sucks that all of this is happening to him. And it makes sense why he fought it for so long. I feel bad that, he's lost his home and he's gonna lose, like, some work, I assume. I don't know what's next for them, and I just feel terrible about this. It is nice to see LHD together again. Even though Leto got evicted from his home, at least Danny is there to, like, support them like they supported her. I love this trio. I really love seeing them together. I love their relationships with each other. Like, LHD is steadily one of the highlights for me, for watching this show. I love them so much. The one good thing so far that I really enjoyed was seeing LHD go to Leto's home and meet his mom for the holidays. So I love that she already knew about him and that she was totally supportive despite it, even though everyone else in Mexico seems to not care or not accept it. So at least his mom is awesome, and he can sort of rely on her, I think, for some things. I don't know what, but at least she's reliable and loves him. I love seeing that Nomi and Neets are, like, on the run together. Their relationship has been great the entire series, and it's awesome to see Neets, like, be there for her girlfriend, even though she is somewhat of a criminal. The stuff about, like, hacking into Metzger and Whispers, I don't feel... I mean, technically it is breaking laws, but it's for a good reason. But it's nice to see them, like, being together through thick and thin. Agent Bendix, I'm not sure if this is, like... Well, okay, I guess I have to assume that this is a BPO guy. I don't know why he's after... Well, like, okay, I guess this stems from the house visit Whispers made to Neet's mom back in season 1. So I guess this is just a continuation. And I guess they're just hounding Amanita just to see if they slip up and they can catch Nomi. I assume that's what's going on. Why? Like, I assume that's the plan for them. BPO hasn't had any contact with any of the other Sense8s. It's just Will and Nomi that have physically, I guess, been near Whispers or a BPO facility. So I guess that's it. I guess Bendix is just trying to get to... The thing that I'm confused about is... Maybe it doesn't matter, but I don't know if Agent Bendix is knows about the Sense8 stuff, or is this agent just, like, following orders and knows that Nomi has, like, hacked into whatever government agencies or something illegally and needs to be taken in because of that. So I don't know. It probably doesn't matter how much Bendix knows about Sense8 at all. So I probably won't get an answer. But I did wonder, like, it probably doesn't matter, but I did wonder. And it was actually pretty cute to see Nomi and Neets rely on Bug. Bug is kind of a weird guy to me, but he's loyal, I think, and he shows his gratitude for what Nomi did before. So that's all great. And they have a place to stay, and I suspect that Bug is not on any government agency radars or like the FBI, CIA, nothing like that, I assume. So feels like they might be safest there. That's cool, because I hate seeing Bendix threaten I think that was a women's shelter or some kind of shelter. So yeah, I didn't like Bendix threatening to shut them down. So I feel good that Nomi and Amanita at least have Bug to rely on for hiding, and all of the people that have tried to help Nomi and Amanita hide are not going to be threatened anymore, I hope. So I like where that's going, and I feel good that the people that were helping them are hopefully going to be safe now. And I feel like Nomi and Neets will be safer with Bug. So I think that's all turned out to be okay and work out pretty well. So that's great. There's a new Capheus. Okay. I wonder what happened to the previous actor, but I haven't looked anything up. I have no idea what's going on with that. So I'm just gonna move on. It's great to see that the community that they're in was able to at least cheer them on, as it was revealed that they have a new Van Damme. I assume all of that was Silas's money that provided that, and it's cool to see the people in the community at least cheering them on, and I think everyone is grateful that Superpower is gone. I assume Superpower is gone. I had my doubts in I think that was the season 1 finale, but it looks like they're gone, so great. But the new Van Damme looks cool. I'm happy that Jella is happy, because he was so psyched to see the new Van Damme. Kind of looks like a bus, but I guess the first one was bus-like as well. Anyway, it's great to see that they got new Van Damme, and I hope business is great for them. I wonder, like, is it possible that there will be some other of Silas's enemies that are gonna try and rough them up? Because I don't expect that there's just gonna be like a happy ending for them, in the sense that no other obstacles are gonna come in their way. So I wonder what else might make the Van Damme business difficult. And will it have anything to do with Silas? I don't know. Looking forward to seeing how that goes. But it's nice to see that they got a new van and back in business. Last thing before I go, let me know in the comments, what was your favorite part of this season premiere? I think mine was definitely the holiday scene with LHD specifically, because you know I love them. But yeah, it was great to see all those scenes together with LHD and Lito's mom. And it was great to see Daniela, like, become part of the family. And Hernando, I think, because I assume this is the first time he's met Lito's mom. I'm not sure, actually. It didn't feel like a first time, so maybe they've met before. I don't know, but it was nice to see Danny, like, be welcomed into Lito's family. So yeah, I loved the LHD, loved them together. So that was absolutely my favorite part of this premiere. So let me know what was yours. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this video. As thanks for watching, I want to give you this wallpaper art I made. I think we could all use more queer art in our lives. Just click the link in the description to get it now.